Hey folks, so apologies for me being a bit of a sweaty mess at the moment, but I have just finished the big shop for most of the foods that I'm going to be using for the next month. So yeah, just thought I'd do a quick reveal video, talk about prices and stuff and where I found some good deals and everything. Used 3 supermarkets for this: Asda, Sainsburys and Iceland, bulk bit at Asda. Yeah, I tried not to travel too far because it'd be kind of against the point of traveling all that way. But yeah, so I'll show you what I've got. So we'll start off with the Asda stuff. So a couple of basics orange juice cartons from Asda, which were, I believe, 69p each. A single potato, because obviously I can't buy them all at the same time. I'm going to be quite sparing with these. As carbs go, they are a bit more expensive. This was 29p. Basic light cream cheese. That's just for fillings on crackers. Not buying bread. That's something I'll be a bit later on. Is I got crackers rather than bread. Also means I don't have to get butter because all my fillings are spreadable. So just saving a little bit because butter's not the cheapest thing going. A bit of my veg I got from there as well. Pack of mixed veg. Just some broccoli, cauliflower, carrot, peas. Pack of sweet corn as well. Strange fact with Asda is that their own brand sweet corn is actually 15p cheaper than their basics, despite being the same weight and not having any different packaging or anything like that. It's very strange, but take advantage while that's a thing. Massive bag of chips for 99p. I know this isn't the healthiest of my carb options, but just to have some variety in there on top of always having pasta and rice in the odd potato. Asda were the cheapest place for desserty stuff as well, and because of the heat outside, as you can see from my face, yeah, just got some ice creams. So some basics, choc ices, and their ice lollies, which I think were ridiculous cheap. Let me check how much they were. The ice lollies were 65p, and the choc ices were 72. So spoiling myself a bit with these, but that's half a month's worth where I can have something like that. That's it for the fridge stuff from Asda. Got a pack of eight bags of Cheetos, which again, if I split, that's half the month's worth, for £1. Just for a disclaimer, Poundland did also have this for the same price when I was doing my research shopping, but obviously I was there, it was the same price. It made as much sense to pick it up in Asda. Some soups. I got vegetable soup, a couple of cream of chickens, and a tomato one, and those cost 29p each. Sainsbury's isn't too bad either. It was only 40 for their cheapest one, and I think as they did a similar own brand for around the same sort of price. But I went with the basics, obviously just to save me that few extra quid. Pack of 4 large tins of baked beans, again, because these will only be sides as side dishes for meals. I can spread each of these for 2 or 3 days a pop. So it's a nice bit of variety. Again, when I don't fancy being entirely healthy, got 2 500-gram packs of pasta, 23p each, I believe. Some biscuits. These digestives were 33p. Remember which way my camera goes. Yeah, you can see it's quite a sizable pack, and a slightly large pack actually of chocolate chip cookies, which were 40p. Yeah, they're basics, but with that kind of thing, they're full of whatever to start with. I'm not exactly going to do myself a lot worse by getting the own brands. Tin of spaghetti hoops for 13p. I really am spoiling myself. Again, that's a couple of days if I don't want crackers. And the last thing I got from Asda was their basics strawberry jam. I know that's kind of an oxymoron. A lot of this, well, they're actually saying that allegedly, a lot of strawberry in this after all the syrups and everything. But that was 25p, I believe. Let me just double check my receipt. 28p, I lie. Sorry, no. I underestimated the sheer expense of a whole pot of jam for less than 30p. But anyway, so that total Asda shop, and I'll prove it on the receipt there. I'll upload all this onto the Google Doc when I set that up later on. So £11.23 for the whole Asda shop there. Next we'll do Iceland because it's quite quick. I only bought a couple of things. But this massive bag of chicken drumsticks, and probably not exactly the most well-sourced thing ever, so this will obviously factor into how much I pay to fair trade. Probably going to give about 20 quid to fair trade when all's said and done. But yeah, quite a sizable pack. I was roughly counting, I reckon there's a good 15, 16, probably between 15 and 20 drumsticks in here for £3. I could have thought that out on more veg and everything, but I think it's nice to have a bit of variety when it's a whole month. And that's why I also, yeah. And then I got this bag of spinach for £1.29, and it's actually clear on the back so you can see. The spinach has all been ready wilted and freeze-dried into these cubes, almost like a cube of fish food, as it were. And a couple of those just in some boiling water in the microwave, more than is enough as a side dish. Might actually use some of that tonight, thinking of having pasta with some chicken and spinach. If any of you were interested, again, I'm going to be keeping a food diary on there. So, yeah, I'm getting to that, Liam, don't worry. Yeah, so the Iceland shop, yeah, only the 2 items, but I'll show there. Again, going on the Google Doc, that's £4.29 for the Iceland bits. And then finally, just a few bits from Sainsburys. I don't normally actually have breakfast, but because, yeah, Liam, I got those drumsticks all for £3, which was, yeah, and the strips weren't quite as bulky. But anyway, one time I can answer the comments. Last time there was nobody actually bothering with this. So yeah, the basics cornflakes don't normally have breakfast, but obviously because I'm going to be a bit lighter on meals and everything, this was 45p, which is a bit ridiculous to be honest, for a 500-gram pack. So that should do me for a fair while. And a few things were on offer. Not the next thing I'm going to show you, which actually went up by 20p, annoyingly, but Sainsbury's Brussels sprouts. Yeah, still £1.30 isn't too bad. Sprouts are quite good actually as a veg because they're quite small in these larger packs where, like for broccoli, you wouldn't get as much sprouts. They're properly packed in and reasonably filling as well, so you don't need that many. Yeah, I did see the Weetabix. I'm not actually a fan of Weetabix. I think they're about the same price, maybe 5p cheaper, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, got some fish fillets, again, just plain white fish, so Pollack or similar. That was £2.20 for a pack of 6. I can probably cut that in 2. When I get around to actually cooking them, there we go, there are the crackers. As I say, not buying bread, just buying crackers. I did a quick count because it doesn't actually mention it, but I counted, I reckon there are 40 in there, so that's 20 days worth. And then when you factor in the soups and the spaghetti as well, that should be enough to cover me for lunches. And then just a thing of squash, which will cover me. Again, I'll be topping up on potatoes and a few like fruit juices and stuff throughout the month, but that should cover me for my first week and a bit at least. But yeah, so the Sainsbury's shop came to £5.45, and I believe, yeah, I did, yeah. The entire shop, I believe, at this point comes to £20.97p. So I've actually got a bit more left over than I thought I would. Obviously, some of it's factoring in for stuff later in the week. But yeah, let me just check. I'm not. So 11.23 plus 5.45 is 16.68. Quick maths. I'm doing a meme. So yeah, 1668 plus 429. So yeah, 2097. Yeah. So just under 21 quid so far, which means I've got just over a tenner to play with over the next 3 weeks if I need to stock up on anything. But yeah, so I'll update the spreadsheet. This will go directly into archive. I'll post it on the YouTube as well if anyone wants to put it around. All the related links to my Just Giving, to the charity pages and everything will be on the pinned post on the Facebook page, and in YouTube I will stick it down in the doobly-doo. So yeah, hope this was of some benefit. I'll put it all together so you can check that I'm not cheating. But yeah, fingers crossed. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.